What is up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. This is going to be for the star sign of Gemini from September 5th to the 10th of September 2020. Take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me for a reading in the description box down below. If you like the content that I make and would like to support me, please go also smash the like and subscribe button as well. Without any further ado, I've already gone and pulled your cards off camera for you like always, Gemini, so let's get right into the reading. We got the World, we got the Seven of Wands, and we have the High Priestess, so this is not bad. The World card represents usually it represents goal, success, and completion, but because of the cards that I got around it, I think that this is successfully wrapping something up. It doesn't always have to be such a goal success, and for you, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be, or that it isn't, but for a large amount of the time, it just represents successfully wrapping something up, something coming to an end. But I don't really get sour grapes from this, but I feel like the reason that this is happening is because something came in and showed itself to you where you were tired of defending yourself from this all the time. Something was happening where you were being questioned, and there were a lot of people that were either judging you or doubting you, or somebody was being a really big naysayer, and they were always questioning you to call you into a power where you had to defend yourself. And I feel like the situation has ended. I think you wrapped it up successfully because you listened to yourself. I think that, okay, so the High Priestess coming out for intuition, and the outcome represents following your intuition, really having that own inner sense of feminine divine intuition. You can be a male for this to happen to you as well. But it does represent the inner intuition that you had. I think that you got a hint that whatever this was not something that you wanted to maintain. I think that people were calling you into question about the things that you were doing, and I think that you got sick with it, and I think that in some sense you ended it. Now I'm going to ask how you ended it. What did you do? What did Gemini do in order to have this World card here? What was the World? How did they come to this conclusion? How did they wrap this up? Okay, so it was basically just recognizing your own worth. It could have been at a job, but it definitely represents that you are in a power position of leadership. And I feel I'm going to need a little bit more information on the Seven of Wands. What was the Seven of Wands calling Gemini into question about? Why did they have to defend themselves? What were they being, oh my god. Okay, about your own inner happiness. I think this kind of sounds like to me, and it doesn't have to mean that you cut this person off from your life, but I think you put an end to it somehow, because you're showing up as a leader. I think that what ended up happening with this, they were calling you into question about what you did with your life, about what made you happy. Now, that is very, very vague. It could be something that makes you happy, specifically to you, where you wanted to do a certain thing with your life, be it a job or whatever, a person. Let's put this in an example where you really wanted to be an artist, and your family very, very strictly wanted you to be a doctor, and they were pushing you to this, and they were saying, how come you weren't a doctor? Why did you never do this? Why weren't you following that? Because you were following your heart. It was something that wasn't making you happy, and I feel like you're being called into question about how you successfully got your own happiness, and I think you shut it down. I think you shut it down successfully. And I think that is wrapping up. I don't know on what end this is, if it was family doing this to you, if it was about a job, it could have been about a relationship, it could have been about a route that you were taking down your life. But what I am understanding from these cards is that you know what you're doing, and that this person is making judgments on you based on what they want you to do and not what you want to do. I get this as a selfish energy where this person kind of wanted to, I don't want to say they vicariously wanted to live through this through you, but they wanted you to do a certain thing that you did not want to do, and I think that you are wrapping that up, standing your ground, being like, nope, I am successfully going to be this thing, I'm successfully going to chase this thing, and you are listening to your own intuition, which is guiding you in this direction. This is really good, Gemini, so I would like to see where this ends up for you after the High Priestess. Where does this go? You are going to be a little bit afraid of this. This is something that I think, the reason why I think that you are afraid is because you don't want to make the people that are doing this, that are questioning you, unhappy. And I think you're trying to balance making yourself happy and also making them happy at the same time. What does Spirit want to tell me about this? What does Spirit need to tell Gemini about this? What can Spirit... The Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. So there is a little bit of sense of depression with this, where I think that maybe it will come to a point where you do have to choose, you know, is it you or them? Do you want to follow your own path and make yourself happy? But by doing that, you're going to make other people feel left out in the cold type of way. What is the best option for Gemini to take during this period of time? What is the best option? To do what you want to do, to step into your power of leadership. You have goals that you have set for yourself, and now it is time to reach them. I think that this is very much going to be a spread about what other people wanted for you is not what you wanted for you, and if you follow what other people wanted for you to do for the rest of your life, you aren't going to have this. You are pursuing your own happiness. And I feel like it is very, very important right now to follow your intuition. It is going to cause you anxiety. This is going to be a bit of a bump in the road. But you are successfully putting your foot down. You are stepping into your power position. You are going on that route to have this leadership. And I see you obtaining it eventually. I do see that this is where you are going. And once the Spirit is telling me directly that this is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in this power of leadership. And if it means that you hurt other people because they wanted you to do something that you did not want to do, that's not your responsibility to worry about that. I know that you're going to, but it's not your responsibility to carry that burden of them. You have to carry your own life. They're not going to be there at the end of the day. It's just you. So you have to do what you want to do best. I trust in you and I believe in you, and I know that you can do this, Gemini. I love you. I will see you on the flip side. Peace out, my Moon Tribe.